Welcome back to the $5 Flour Kitchen. Thank you for joining me today. We are going to be making some holiday favorites, the classic sugar cookie. And we're going to start off with a third a cup of butter and a third a cup of shortening. And we're going to mix them until they're nicely combined. Now we're going to add 3/4 cups of sugar, teaspoon of baking powder, and just a dash of salt. Blend this up for about 30 seconds or so. And now we're going to crack an egg and add that, along with a teaspoon of vanilla. And we're going to mix for about another 30 seconds or so. If you enjoy these videos, please like and subscribe. Really appreciate your support. It does help a lot. We're always coming up with some new recipe ideas, so keep watching for some new recipes. Now we're going to add our all-purpose flour. So we're going to add 2 cups. Whenever I'm adding flour to any cookie recipe, it's always a general rule. You want to divide it into 3. If you don't, it's going to make a bit of a mess. And so you want to add about a third of a cup, mix it, third of a cup, mix it, and then the last third of a cup. Being careful not to mix for too long. And you'll notice it becomes a little crumbly, and that's perfect, just how we want it. So now we're going to knead this dough. This is the base of the cookie dough, so we're just going to knead it, put it together into a bit of a ball. We're going to put this in the fridge. It's important to chill the dough for a cookie dough recipe because we're going to roll it and cut it. And so we're just going to roll it into a bit of a dough ball, and we're going to add some saran wrap on top just to cover it up. And we're going to put it in the fridge for anywhere from an hour to 3 hours, just so our dough gets nicely chilled. And once you're ready to go to the next step, we're going to put a little flour on our countertop. We're going to add some flour to our rolling pin and a little bit of flour to our cookie cutters. And we're going to take our dough and divide it in 2. And we're just going to knead it into a bit of a ball and flatten it out. And we want it to be nice and uniform. So regardless of what thickness, you want them all to be the same so that it cooks the same. And so 1/8 of an inch or so thickness is perfect. And so once it's rolled out, you just cut away. So today we have a mixture of stars and bells, but you can use whatever cookie cutters that you want. And just simply cut them out and place them onto your baking sheet. And we're going to cook these in a preheated oven. We're going to preheat our oven to 375 Fahrenheit, cook it for about 10 minutes. So we're going to add 1 cup of powdered sugar, and we're just going to sift it just to make sure that there aren't any lumps. I have this fancy machine. You can use forks just to kind of just make sure there aren't any little sugar nubs. And then we're going to mix the icing sugar with a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And for our liquid content, to make the icing, we're going to use milk, about a tablespoon of milk. You can also use orange juice. Adds a little bit of a tang to the flavor. It doesn't change the color too much, but that's an option. And this is all going to depend on how thick you want the icing to be. So this is a 1 tablespoon. You're going to mix it up a little bit, and then you're going to add more as needed in small amounts. So in about a 1/2 teaspoon sections, just until you get the consistency of the icing that you want. And now that the cookies are all cooked up and cooled off, we're going to decorate. So this can be as elaborate or as simple as you'd like. For this particular recipe, I'm just taking a knife and covering the cookies with icing from side to side. It's a little lumpy, that's okay. It will level out as the icing dries. And once the icing is actually dry, you can stack them. It becomes a hard, almost coating on the top. These cookies are super delicious. Please give this recipe a try. Let me know what you think. It'll be a family favorite for years to come.